Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome to another My Restaurant video. So for the last couple of days here on the channel, we've been covering leaks, and it's been quite some time now since I put out another method. Obviously, the last two methods that I went ahead and posted up were showcases of two individuals that are on the leaderboards right now. They're within the top 10. So I figured that for those of you that weren't interested at the time, you could have gone ahead and used either one of the methods, obviously Yoya's method as well as Valkarni's method. But in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys a completely brand new one from a new individual. His name is ArcSeth. This is a really great method that has been making me a lot of money. As you can see, I have 193 million right now, but there is a lot of little interesting details about this that I want to share with you guys throughout this video. But before we get into that, I'm going to go ahead and do what we do here every single time, that is give everybody in the VIP server a shout out. So starting with free chicken nuggets with purchase over here, we got Jackpot, we got Chip, Almarez, Dill, Player Rick, Daltz awkwardly doing something there in the background with his little dinosaur suit. We also have Bacon with I'm flexing with my money because he has 542 mil. Bro, you got nothing on Yoya, so how about that one, bro? And then back there in the back, we have good old, I believe it's pronounced Vilior. A big shout out to her. She actually does some incredible merch. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure to go ahead and search her up. I'm sure you'll be able to find her. But anyways, let's go ahead and enter here now the restaurant. I'm going to show you guys basically the method, and I'm going to explain a couple of little details that are extremely important and why you should probably go ahead and build this as quick as you can. It's extremely simple. It's a one floor build, and of course I am going to go ahead and destroy the entire design and rebuild it again, so that way you guys can know how to do it. Now, some little details that you guys might notice here is this is kind of Yoya's and Valkarni's mixed up together. The reason that I say that it is mixed up together with the two is because they did go ahead and use the pathfinding glitch, I guess you could say. So if you notice, all of the AIs are stacking here and they're stacking on this side. This makes it so that they're pretty much not all scattered around throughout your entire restaurant, and they're all always located right here, just in case if a waiter needs to go ahead and greet somebody in to sit them down and take their order, or of course if a cook needs to get really quickly to a stove, make the food, and then put it on the order stand. Now, as you can see in the background, I'm going to show you a picture of all of the notes that I've been keeping track of every single one of the layouts that I have tested so far. Next to it, you're also going to see the amount of money that I make per hour. Please keep in mind that this is not how much you are going to make. There is a lot of factors into how much money is being made per hour from any of the layouts. I've been seeing people talk about, oh, I have an amazing layout that makes 8 million per hour. I have an amazing layout that makes 15 million. I have an amazing one that makes 100 million. And quite honestly, that's not true, because while yes, I am making 8 million per hour off of this layout specifically, we do also need to factor in the fact that I have every single chair is a royal chair. I have a bunch of royal tables, and I also have the 66 jewel cases on the very top floor. So if we go ahead and enter my floor 2, you'll notice that I have 66 of the cases here. There's a lot of different factors that go into exactly how much money you're going to be making. How many floors you have, how many royal sets you have, and of course how many jewel cases is going to affect your hourly income for any of these layouts. So please do not be fooled out there to anybody that is telling you that you're going to be making an X amount out of any layout. That is exactly the reason why I do not title any of my videos with an exact hour amount. Now, a quick little detail about this specific layout that I'm showing you today is that, as I said before, it is using the Valkarni method where they kind of teleport to chairs. So if you notice, some of the customers that actually walk in, they'll walk into these little pockets and then they'll instantly teleport to one of the seats. Let me see if one of these guys are going to do it really quick. Oh, if you noticed, these guys, they just walked in and they instantly teleported over here. I also did forget to mention that there's two more pockets in the back. I've noticed that majority of the time the waiters kind of hang out back here, but customers majority of the time will walk to this pocket and then teleport to whatever seats they have around here. If you notice right there, it just happened. They all just teleported into different seats. But because it is using this method, there is a very high chance that this could be fixed tomorrow, because I do also want to point out that they went ahead and moved the update to tomorrow, I believe at 10 o'clock in the morning Eastern Standard Time. Keep in mind, this is just what developers are saying. I'm not making these dates up, so they could change, times could change. I have been seeing a lot of you in the big games Discord talking about, oh, Carbon said this time, Carbon said, well, I mean, like, if the devs change the time, I don't really have control over that. But if the information is out there, I definitely want to keep you guys in the loop with it. Anyways, I'm now going to go ahead and destroy the entire restaurant, and we're going to go ahead and get right into this. All right, so everything has now been completely deleted. Before we even get started here, I want to let you guys know, if you do have the bigger restaurant game pass, unfortunately this build is specifically for the regular one. Now, I myself do have the bigger restaurant game pass, so what I did to combat this, because obviously the game pass disabled stable setting doesn't actually remove it, is you can go ahead and grab any filler item, fill up the left side 1 row, fill up the right side 1 row, and then the back fill up 2 rows. By doing this, you now have the regular, I believe it's 14 by 14 restaurant size, and none of the AI will actually walk out there because there is already filler items. Also, ignore the pattern that's on the floor. This was for the previous Volcarni method. All right, so here we go. We're gonna get started with this. It's gonna be super fast, not complicated at all. Remember what I told you guys at the start, it is a 1 floor build. So every single other floor, 2, 3, 4, all the way to 9 have to be completely empty. No appliances up there, no order stations, no tables, and no chairs. I'm sorry that I have to point this out, but for those of you that do have a regular size restaurant, the way you want to build this is imagine that this is your wall. Obviously, I just went ahead and kind of created my own little rose wall. But anyways, you're going to want to go ahead, top left hand corner, this is your door back here. On the top left hand side, go ahead and leave 1 space and add 2 tables, one on top of each other like I just did right there. Now to the right of it, go ahead and leave 2 more empty spaces and set 1 table there. Right across from this table, set another one, and then next to this one, leave 2 more empty spaces and place another table. At this point, you're going to want to make the exact same mirror image that you made on the other side, so right across, and then leave 2 spaces and put 2 going down. So you should have something like this. Very simple, nothing too crazy. Now go ahead and rotate your table. On the left side, leave 1 gap and then add 3 tables. Then obviously you're going to want to mirror the same exact thing on the other side, leave 2 spaces in the middle, add another 3 tables, and now it should be looking a little something like this. Go back to your left side, leave 2 giant gaps, and then go ahead and place down another table. Here you're going to want to do basically the same exact thing that you did on top, just add 3, leave the 2 spaces in the middle, and then add 3 on this side. If your main focus is to have a lot of money and to make the most amount of money, and obviously you can afford it, then go ahead and place down all VIP tables. I personally don't have all VIP tables because I still want celebrities to come in, so I'll be using the rest as tiki. Now once you've gone ahead and set it up the way that I have it right here, go ahead and rotate your table again using this top row as a reference, leave 1 gap, and then move your way 1 down. So you're gonna have 1 gap on the left and then 1 gap from the top. Go ahead and set 2 tables just like how I did right here. On the other side, you're gonna want to do the same exact thing, leave 1 gap from the wall and then 2 tables. And for the final set of tables that you're going to set up, go ahead and face the front door. From the 2 rows that you just added, leave 1 gap to the left and then bring it up 1. Here you're going to want to set 4 tables right next to each other. So it should be looking a little something like this with 1 gap away from the door. Now at this point, you've gone ahead and set down every single one of the tables for this method. Now just so you can have this as a reference point, let's set down first the order station and then we're going to do the stove. So from this table that is located right here on your 2nd row of 3s, go ahead and right across from it, set down your order station. Every single one of your stoves and dishwashers that you will be placing here in the middle will be facing this order station. So let's go ahead now and start with the first stove. This one is obviously, as you can see, I have it facing towards me. It's going to be right at the very top of this row right here. So it's going to be right here. Right next to that, also set another stove, and then right under that, another stove. So it should be looking just like this, kind of like a little tiny L. Now right across from this one, go ahead and set down another stove, and then right under that one, another one. But this one, you're going to want to kind of rotate it towards the stand. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to remove the stand for 2 seconds, pull out my stove again, place down the stove, and then take out the stand and put it again. Now the final 2 stoves, you're going to want to face towards the stand. So they're going to be facing in this direction, leave a gap in between and place both of them down right there. So at this point, you've now gone ahead and set down every single stove for this build. Now let's swap over to the dishwashers. If you haven't caught on already, basically all of the empty gaps that we left are where the dishwashers are going to go. So just go ahead and face it the way that I'm facing right now. If you notice the little cabinets over there on the left hand side, they're facing towards me. I'm going to place the first one right here. Second one is going to be facing the same exact way towards the order station. And then for these 2 right here, we're going to want to switch them kind of facing towards me again. And then we're going to place both of them down right here. Now at this point, you've gone ahead and finished the kind of little kitchen section in the center. Next, we're going to do the gumballs. So for this, we're going to grab these 2 tables that are located at the bottom, leave 1 gap from the top, and then go ahead and place a gumball machine right there. Leave 1 empty gap next to that one, rotate your gumball and face it towards this empty gap in the center. Remember, this is going to be one of your little teleport spots. Now for the one after that, that, rotate it facing the other way, do the same exact thing, place 2 more, and then place the final one, leave your gap, rotate this around, and place another gumball right here with a second gap in this location that I'm jumping on right now. In my case, I have a golden tip jar, so I'm going to place a golden tip jar there. Now, the last place that you're going to want to place gumballs is up here. In between these 2 tables up here, you're going to want to go ahead and place 1, 2, 3, 4, just like this, all of which are facing in my direction. Now, for the final thing that we're going to do before we place down every single one of the seats is we're going to need 2 filler items for the 2 exits that are located back here. So from the location of this table right here, go ahead and leave 1 gap and place it down right there. Jump to the other side, do the same exact thing and place it right there. So it should be looking a little something like this. Now, at this point, extremely easy. You just want to go ahead and place down every single one of your chairs and you're pretty much done with the entire thing. I'm going to go ahead and do that really quickly and then we'll open up so that you guys can see it all in action. All right, so every single seat has now been placed down and this is what the final product will look like. Remember, do not fill in these slots. If you notice, all of my AI has now got into an empty pocket. This is how you want it to look at the very end. Of course, these are bugged, but once we open up the restaurant, they will transition over into one of the empty pockets. So the empty holes that you should have should be 1 right here, 1 in this location right next to it. These are the 2 that are on this end of the restaurant. And then the other 2 holes that you'll have is right in front of this flower that you put right here and in front of this one over here. Obviously, it doesn't have to be a flower. You can set there an epic totem, you can set a jewelry case, you can put velvet ropes, you can obviously put any of the plants. That is honestly completely up to you. Yeah, let's go ahead now and open up the restaurant and you guys will be able to see how quick we start getting stuff in. But yeah, man, again, this is a really great layout. I love it a lot. The only downside that I really see to it is that there is a very small possibility that it could be patched tomorrow when the update comes out. If that obviously is the case, I would recommend that you guys go back to Yoya's design. If you don't exactly know what the Yoya design is, I will have an eye up top right now so you can go check that video out. But as you can see, it's just been a couple of seconds and we kind of already have the restaurant pretty much completely full, getting there little by little. Orders are going by really quickly. As I showed you guys earlier, this is making me roughly around 8.2 million every single hour. Sometimes it could be a little more, sometimes it could be a little less. It really depends on how many times I get a celebrity within that hour. That's kind of the whole purpose why I do have the tiki table, so that way I still have a slim chance of getting celebrities into the restaurant, because I don't really care for money at this point. As you can see, I almost have 200 mil. I don't have really anything else to purchase. But yeah, I know so many of you have been asking me in the comments, hey, bring out another method. We need some new methods. I know some of you out there don't really enjoy having to swap out your method so many different times, but you'd be surprised there is people out there that actually really enjoy swapping it out every other couple days. I know myself, some of you even joined my VIP and you're like, wait, what? A new method? What is even going on? I swap mine out pretty much every single day just because I find it entertaining. You know, it gets a little boring and repetitive doing the same exact thing over and over again. So being able to test out and check out all of the brand new methods that everybody sends me is honestly super exciting to me and keeps me super interested in the game. But anyways, if this did go ahead and helped you out and you enjoyed the video, obviously make sure to drop a like on it. It does help my content get out there and I would really appreciate it. Also subscribe to the channel and make sure that you guys join our Discord. The link is in the description. We are now about to hit 2,000 members in the Discord, which is insane, dude. We're having so many different things added into the Discord. We just added a brand new ranking system and there's a lot of really cool things that Halo has planned, which is my server manager. Make sure that you guys swing by to check it out. Subscribe for free poison cookies. Nice, dude. Nice. But yeah, possibly expect a double upload for today. I'm going to be working on a Skyblocks video right after I'm done with this. But yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for today. Like always, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.